premiere fiends, it's Alicia Malone reporting for duty at the Hollywood premiere of The Amazing Spiderman. Now, when this reboot was first announced, people were like, huh? Already? But then we heard about the casting and the trailers got released and we were like, huh, I can't wait. Now it's finally here. Yay! Let's get amongst the madness on the red carpet.
The Amazing Spider-Man swung into Hollywood this week with the cast and crew hitting the red carpet to launch this comic blockbuster. Fans lined the carpet hoping to catch a glimpse of the new Peter Parker and his leading lady.
For people who aren't too familiar with the character, what's one thing you'd want us to know?
That he's funny, he's a funny guy, he's a teenage kid and he's funny as hell, and he needs to be funny because he goes through so much tragedy in his life. And he needs to laugh through it, and that trickster kind of quality. He's a teenage superhero. What else are you gonna do? You're gonna mess around. So that's one of the qualities that I've always loved about him.
Being on one of these big superhero films, is it akin to being a kid again?
Totally. Yeah. Well, I mean, there were days. You know, you go on set, whatever film you do, you know, you learn your lines and you do your research, you do your homework, and you get on with it and do the gig and throw yourself into it 150%. But with Spider-Man, you know, you walk on set and you go, what? You know, it's like so massive. So you do have moments where I'd like you know, you're reduced to a fan.
It's been a dream since I was 3 years old, and then when it happens, suddenly you have to do it, and you have a huge responsibility to so many people and to yourself, and it changes the relationship you have with that character.
There's a big campaign for ladies to come and see this movie. What would be your pitch to entice them in?
There's a lot, but one of the greatest things I think about the character of Gwen, who's our lady in this movie, is that she's Peter's equal, and she really, it's a first love that feels kind of, you know, palpable because it's so uncomfortable a lot of the time.
It was hard to find Andrew. He came in sort of late in the process, and when he came through the door, it was a very quick decision. And then Emma, I, of course, was a fan of forever, and I knew all about her. And when I saw them do their screen test, it was magic. It was the easiest thing it made my job very easy.
Oh yeah, every time they played those parts, you know, I just saw it build and build and build. You know, they start off with that real kind of awkward teenage thing, and then it develops into something that could potentially blossom. You know, it's just two really, really beautiful, emotionally detailed performances. You know, and I think they're really the spine of the movie, and it's just an honour to work with both of them.
Was it a concern at all to make it different from Sam Raimi's films, or did that just come naturally?
There was, you know, I wanted to. There's the Gwen Stacy saga. There's Kirk Connors and the Lizard, and there's the story about Peter Parker's parents, which is really the thrust, the narrative thrust of the movie. I wanted to start off with this moment where Peter Parker was left behind by his parents, and then he goes out looking for them in some way at the beginning of the film, and that. The origin, if we've seen the origin of Spider-Man, we haven't seen the origin of Peter Parker. And that was something that I was really interested in exploring.
I'm still not used to it, and I don't think I will be used to it, and I ever, because I love it so much, and I never feel like it could be me in that suit or should be me in that suit. It's just a surreal feeling. So never, and I hope I don't ever get used to it.
You do realise that when Andrew puts that mask on, that he really is an international icon. You know. Of course you're going to be a little nervous, you know?
It's one of those things about this character that's so great. It's like, I love him, my son loves him, and I feel a real responsibility to make a great movie for him. He's also my toughest critic, so.
They've never walked on a red carpet before, have you?
You're pros. Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
What are you guys wearing?
Yeah, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a blue dress.
And we all know with great power comes great responsibility, and I'm sure all the cast are feeling that way, especially after the Avengers proved just how lucrative these comic book films could be at the box office. We'll see how that goes, and I'll see you soon on Star Picks. Bye.
For all the best in entertainment news, find or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and mnc.tv.